Okay, the winner of the 2012 New South Wales MYOB Small Business Award is Laser Vision.
Good evening, everyone. We work in a great company. The easiest way to sum up our company that we would be invited to the best parties in the world and get paid for it. I'd firstly like to thank Telstra and MYOB for their sponsorship and support of these awards. It's a great initiative, and the recognition of small businesses in Australia is something that is always greatly welcomed. I stand here tonight on behalf of my CEO and founder, who cannot be here as he's overseas on business at this time. So, Paul, enjoy yourself in Prague. I'd also like to very much acknowledge the other finalists in this category tonight. Over the course of tonight, and certainly last night in the pre-event hosted by Anne, I did have the opportunity to speak to several of them, and the professionalism and calibre of their businesses is self-evident. Laser Vision started with one man and a dream over 30 years ago, and has evolved from that time to be a pioneer in the world of mass media, multi-media entertainment. We have offices now in Singapore, Hong Kong as well as Sydney, and would be the holders of the Guinness World Record for the largest light and sound show on Earth on a global level. On a regional level, we are the current ASEAN awardee for the best new tourism attraction in Southeast Asia. And even on a local basis, we are recognised as being the premier Australian exporter for arts and entertainment, being a triple awardee in that category and only the 10th inductee into the Australian Export Hall of Fame. So, the question, of course, everyone asks us is, with only a staff of 20 people or less, how did we achieve all this? Well, innovation, passion, tenacity and commitment. And I know these terms are thrown around all too easily these days, but certainly for all the businesses who are represented here tonight and the owners of those businesses, you would recognise how invaluable those terms are. It's not something you can do day in, day out, or week in, week out. You have to do it year in, year out if you're really going to be a long-term sustainable success. The sad truth is, in today's marketplace, there are no prizes for second place. And for us to be successful, that's how it must be. These traits, combined with the genuine leadership of our CEO, have enabled Laser Vision to grow and prosper over the decades, ensuring that we remain at the forefront of one of the most highly competitive industries on the face of the planet. Oftentimes our most difficult briefs are where our clients say to us, whatever you did for the previous client, it has to be bigger and better. And certainly explaining that to the team who evaluated our business was a challenge. We made sure we explained what our principles were, and they looked at us, and then we said, well, if you don't like them, we have others. So they certainly seemed to understand what we were doing. 95% of our business is conducted in the overseas markets. At the moment, we are currently working on projects on the northeast coast of the Black Sea, in Bahrain in the Gulf Cooperation Country area, Singapore, Hong Kong, India, and the list goes on. It would be an absolute mandatory thing for me to state that we have received huge support from the government and advice over the years, and would thoroughly recommend that any firm seeking to expand their business overseas should go and speak to people like Austrade. So, special thanks to Michael Abrahams and his team from around the world, in Australia, as well as Ian Murray and Lisa McCauley at the Australian Institute of Export. Over the years, their encouragement and promotion of our business has never wavered, not for an instant. Lastly, I would also like to pay special thanks to Laser Vision's Corporate Operations Manager, Hayley Pete. Thank you, Hayley. You spearheaded our bid for this award. Hayley's also expecting her first child in about 3 months' time, so she has the dubious distinction of being our designated driver tonight. So the best advice I can give to our team here is drink up. Good night. Thank you.